Hello beautiful people, welcome and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today's topic, we are looking at basic window treatment essentials when shopping, and these will basically be how to go curtain and shears shopping. So if you want to watch these and much more, stay tuned and keep on watching. So on today's video, we are looking at the 7 do's of finding the perfect curtains. We can all agree that framing windows with long curtains and drapes can add glamour and personality to any room. There are a lot of unique designs, considerations, and vast variety of choices available, and it can be totally challenging to choose the right style for your home. So on today's post, we look at the basics, or what we call the hints and tips for selecting curtains or drapes. So let's get into it. The first consideration when shopping for a curtain will obviously be the purpose of the curtain. In this case, the purpose of the curtains could be to add a splash of color, to increase privacy, to create darkness, and add a layer of insulation to the windows. And in some cases, you might be looking for something that is going to cater for all the needs that we have mentioned. So a quick tip to consider while at it is that an insulating backing helps keep your home warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer, especially if you live here in Kenya. And a blackout lining is ideal for bedrooms because it doesn't allow any light to filter through. So if you're somebody who likes to get your bedroom which is in a darker state so that you can get comfortable sleep, then maybe this is what you'll be looking for. Another tip to look out for is color and patterns. Curtains take up a large amount of visual space and will have significant impact on the look of your room. To select the right color, ask for a swatch of the fabrics you're considering. Bring them into your space you are decorating, your sofas, your pillows, and yeah, you can even tape swatches to the wall and live with it for a while before making a final decision. Play around with it and then see how you feel or how the room comes together after you put these colors, patterns, and what have you before you purchase the main thing. Another point to consider is the curtain size. Curtains should always be at least double the width of the window. Even if they will be drawn most of the time, it's also vital that they be long enough. For a rich and elegant look, they can paddle on the floor, and for a more streamlined and clean style, they can skim the floor. Short curtains should brush the window sale. If you're buying store-bought panels as opposed to having them custom made, it's better to buy them too long and then have them hemmed instead of buying those mini skirts or the mini curtains, which doesn't flatter the windows and the whole space in general. Another piece of consideration is the hardware. The curtain rods should match the fabric. Heavier drapes such as velvets work well on large and somewhat decorative rods, while light silks and sheers can sit on lightweight, thinner bars. So that said, the hardware should also complement the rest of the room. Another tip to consider is the curtain fabric options. We know like fabrics like cotton is versatile and it's very easy to clean, while velvet is luxurious and private but sometimes a bit too heavy for certain spaces. Sheers are light and graceful but don't offer much in the way of privacy, and wool is heavy but strong enough to hold embellishments like tassels and fringe. So this is also another consideration when you're going to shop for your curtains, and you need to consider what really the curtain fabric option you got and what you will be going for. Another important point to consider is for you to shop around or do what we call window shopping. Once you've decided on the color, the length, the fabric and style of the curtains you want, look and do a little bit of window shopping, because you may find that you can save money by buying from discounted outlets or wholesale places like Eastleigh. If you're living in Kenya, you can get variety and really good quality items for cheaper if you're able to look around and do some good window shopping. So don't be shy, go all ahead and make sure that you're also buying from places that you can make quality and you can also meet value for your money. Another thing to consider is that curtains come in every fabric imaginable, but some are better suited to certain rooms than others. Heavier fabrics help insulate a room and work better in a cooler climate. Light fabrics work best in warmer climates. Materials like silk curtains are classic and traditional. They add a sense of formality to a room, particularly if they are pleated and they look really nice. If privacy is an issue, have them lined up. Silk curtains have a sheer quality and allow some light to pass through. So this is also a consideration you need to take in mind. Cotton fabric or cotton curtains are going to be the most versatile curtain fabric and one of the easiest to clean. So that is also something you need to consider if you want to get cotton fabric for your curtains. And it's also available in every imaginable color and style and can be formal or casual depending on the style you're going for. If you're buying linen curtains, linen is light and often used in more casual rooms, so that is also a pointer. If you're going for velvet curtains, velvet is heavy and luxurious. Rarely is this material used in casual settings, so you also need to put that into consideration. Shears are great if you want something that allows light to pass through, but it is not ideal for offering privacy. So those are some of the basic things that you'd need to put in consideration when you're shopping for your curtains. Something else you also need to consider is color and patterns. Curtains take up a large amount of visual space, so it is important to carefully consider what kind of color and pattern you want. Put as much thought into it as you would have to put thoughts on a chair or a sofa fabric. Consider the pattern and fabric of the furniture and the wall color of the room. Then match or blend the curtains in with those major elements. Before committing to one particular drape or curtain, get a swatch of the fabric like we said before. Tape it up on the wall. This is the best way of getting the impact of what the curtain will look like in a specific space, and then you are able to visualize and see if it suits your need, if it makes you happy, or if it brings, the balance in a room. So that is also another quick consideration. Another quick pointer when you're shopping for your curtains is to remember the sizes. Remember when choosing long window treatments that curtains and drapes should always at least skim the floor. It's also fine for them to paddle a little if that's the look you want, but they should never be too short. If you are like me and you love shears, as the name suggests, shears are lightweight curtains made from sheer fabric. They add a dose of dainty charm to a bedroom or a sitting room or any space that you'd like to go for it, but don't provide privacy or block out light. So they are typically layered over a blind or shade. Shears are a nice choice for a small bedroom as their gauziness gives a room an open, airy feel. They are especially popular in cottage, coastal, and country rooms. So if you love this kind of style, definitely look out for more shears that have some beautiful designs, all the clear ones, and you are not going to be disappointed. So those are just some simple tips that I had in mind for how to do or how to go about selecting curtains, and feel free to drop a comment down below and let me know what you'd love to see on my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. It's completely free and it supports my channel, so go ahead and do it, and I will definitely see you on my next one.